Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence on the Cypress block, young.
It's week 7 of the 2024 season, and we've got the Giants' rocket-armed quarterback. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are just inside the Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it's good for a New York first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in one carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays, picks up the first. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Wentz. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of it.
Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only 1 play to score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Barkley, inside handoff. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, the penalty takes them all the way back to the 12. You don't see many 2-point conversions that go in from the 12, do you?
No, you really don't, but in a strange way, it actually opens up the field a little bit, maybe expands what you can call on offense, and they took advantage of it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves?
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Colin Johnson.
36 yards.
And the Giants have regained the lead.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Every day, let's do what we do every day.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run with Robinson.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Wentz.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people and bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead for a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way in this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
To try again after the sack. Wentz to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Wentz going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Giants!
Wan'Dale Robinson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have taken a fourth quarter lead.
They'll set up a throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Washington offense back out there. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Caught by Turner. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete to Dodson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it. And he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Wentz now on 1st down.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Alex Anzalone. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, what a move. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 7. 2:19 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Wentz.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Wentz.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz to throw.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty